Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show we are going to have Dim. Dim is from Birmingham in England, in the UK. So let's see what Dim has to say. Enjoy the interview. So how are you doing today, Dim?
All good, thank you, all good.
Yeah? So how's your day going so far?
Yeah, not too bad. Very sunny here, so yeah.
It's interesting that the weather in London, it's been great.
Yeah, the last few days have been amazing.
So tell me, where are you from?
Birmingham, in the middle of England, centre of the universe.
And what's the best part of living in the center of the universe?
I've just got a real good passion for where I live, really, for Birmingham. I could never really see myself moving away, or I just like the fact that it's a city life, but also you've got such greenery and history, within, minutes of any location. So.
And that's the place where you're born and raised?
Yeah.
I see. Amazing. And
there we go.
Yep. Yeah. So tell me, what do you do for work, for living, Dim?
That's the most difficult question you're going to ask me today. I do a few different things. So martial arts is my main thing, really, but that's opened up more avenues and more doors than I expected when I first got into martial arts. So I work in the film industry, doing stunt work for TV and film. I run the Birmingham Film Festival as well. So the Birmingham Music Awards, a few other things going on as well. So all really through martial arts, which is a weird route into where I've ended up, really.
Wow, you're a busy man, I can see. So when you say, because when I check your profile, you say that you're a teacher as well. You're teaching martial arts.
Yeah. So it's I got into martial arts from watching the movies and seeing people like Van Damme and Steven Seagal, and then it all went a bit full circle because I got into martial arts because of the films, and then I got into films because of the martial arts, and I actually got to work with Van Damme and Seagal as well. So it's all gone full circle. So it's really, really weird how it's all worked out.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Okay, so through the journey, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your career, all right? Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yeah.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I've got here my best friend. Okay, flow from the fun questions. I'm just gonna play a song now, just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, Dean, so through the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yeah.
Right, first question for you is, who makes you laugh the most?
It's got to be my children. I've got 3 boys, and
right.
My emotion can be up or down depending on how they are, so, but yeah, they make me smile, make me laugh, make me angry sometimes, but mainly smiling and laughing. So yeah, that's the
How old are they?
9, 7 and 2, all boys.
Wow, you are in the period of a lot of, the age when they are learning themselves, when they are growing up,
Definitely. And they're all so individual, got different characteristics. So, yeah.
Which one is, do you think is more, your personality is more related to yours?
It's weird because it's a mix of everything, really.
Yeah.
It's a mix, yeah. There's the one that's a bit feisty, and then there's the one that's a bit sensitive, and I'm a bit of a mix of both of those. So
right.
Yeah, it's weird how you can see those little traits in the kids.
Amazing, very good. Next question, let's do it. Next question for you is, how long, sorry, as a child, have you ever stole anything, and how did it happen?
I don't think I did actually. No.
No?
Maybe stole a few hearts. I don't know, but no, I've never really stole anything. You know, yeah, I was quite. I wouldn't say I was a good child. I was, yeah, no, stealing wasn't the thing. It was more practical jokes and things like that. That was my my thing.
And how was growing up in Birmingham?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. You know, wasn't the most affluent of families. But we wasn't the poorest, you know. You don't know any different, do you? So you just get on with it, and yeah, you know, I've got really good, you know, fond memories of growing up as a child, so can't complain really.
Do you have siblings as well?
Yeah. So I've got a brother. Just I'm the oldest. I've got a younger brother. Then my dad remarried, and I've got a younger brother and sister as well.
Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Right, before the next question, tell me, through your career in martial arts, tell me what's the best parts of being involved in martial arts, in your opinion?
Too many, really. I think the main thing is how rewarding it is to see, you know, especially like a child developing. You know, I get to see a lot of students coming through the doors, and some of them are really, like, you know, athletic. They're the ones that can run fast and jump high and natural athletes. But what's really rewarding is when you've got that student that isn't going to be the picked first for the football team, or, you know, and making them, you know, level up so many times. That's so rewarding, really. So that I'd have to say that thing, really.
Through your career, I believe that martial arts is still a thing for boys. Yeah, still, I think most of the people who, you know, are interested in martial arts still boys. Do you still see some girls as well involved, or not? It's been growing up.
Yeah, I mean, I teach a lot of classes, and we've got quite a few girls. You know, we're yeah. So I'm not sure exactly what the exact demographic is, but probably is majority boys, but we have a lot of girls. Yeah. And adults wise, I've probably got more women than men that do it.
Oh wow!
So yeah,
that's interesting. Well, okay. Next question is: describe yourself in 3 words.
Quirky.
Okay.
Charismatic. Modest.
Very. And saying that, Dean, when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the best part of being you?
I think I'm fair and loyal. I think you know, I think martial arts, I think I always had morals and values, but I think that sometimes the martial arts are sort of instilled into me those time-honored traditions of discipline and respect, and, you know, working together as a team and all those things. So I think teaching martial arts and delivering those strong messages also gives me time to reflect and think about my own choices and decisions in life. Whereas I think a lot of people that maybe have, you know, those things, whether it's through religion or through their upbringing, sometimes, you know, you can lose your way as you go through life, and you're not looking at those beliefs as strongly. Whereas I get to reflect day in, day out because I'm teaching those values.
Wow. And how martial arts came into your life? How the passion about it started?
I think the passion came from watching, you know, kung fu movies and watching people like Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme, who, you know, it went full circle. I got to work with those guys. So I got into martial arts from watching film, and then martial arts journey has took me into film, doing stunt work and stunt coordinating.
See, when you say stunt work, what that means?
So I've worked as a stunt performer, which is normally I'm the henchman and I have to get beat up. I take the hits and the falls, and or even doubling for one of the actors. And then the coordinating is actually designing the action. So whether it's a fight scene, choreographing a sequence between other stunt men or stunt performers, stunt ladies, or the actors themselves. So that incorporates teaching the actors particular moves that they need to throw or reactions they need to perform as well.
I see. Very interesting. Okay, next one. Let's do it. Next question for you is, what's your lucky number?
Ooh, haven't really got a lucky number actually. No, no. I just I do have a go on the lottery, but I try and randomize it every time rather than picking the same number. And I think that's because I'd hate to miss it one week and then those are my numbers. So I just try not to fall into that trap. So I haven't really got a lucky number as such.
So when you play those, those games, you never had like one number that you go for. There's not like a number that you have connected with.
No, not really. No.
Good. Ready for another one? Let's do it. Next question. Next question for you is, what is your favorite weekend activity?
Ooh. So normally weekends are taking the boys out doing stuff with the kids. So it's whatever they'll do, and often they can never agree on doing the same thing anyway. So we have to do multiple things, which is good. But it's lovely weather now, so it's out in the park. They love having a kickabout with the football, going to a park, visiting different places. So, and then in my own sort of time for get any downtime, I love music. So I love going out and seeing live music. So that's my thing, really.
As I can see, your eyes shine when you talk about your kids. Tell me, what's the best part of being a dad?
I just think it's the whole giving. It's like passing on your knowledge, and we always think about if I knew back then what I do now, it's passing that knowledge on, and it's just seeing the kids grow. It's nurturing that from that little seed to a root, to a plant, to a flourishing tree, and that's probably the most rewarding thing for me, really.
Do you see one of them following your career in the martial arts?
They do. The older two, they do a bit of training with me, but I see so many pushy parents that what the kids just go because the parents want them to, and I don't want to be like that. So I give them the option, and sometimes especially in the holidays, they'll do multiple. They'll go, oh, can we go again? Can we go again? So they'll go to different of my venues. So so it's nice. It's nice that they do that. And at first I thought, oh, is it because they're just trying to please dad? But actually, no, they really, really like it. And it's because I think, for me, martial arts it's physical, but it's very, mental. And it's a little bit spiritual, but more than anything, it's really social. The people that they interact with there and they make friends. So I think for that social aspect, especially, next couple of years, my oldest will be going into senior school. So, it's great to have your confidence, but also you want those social, the social skills.
It's interesting saying that, because I had a few guests on the show that they practice as well martial arts, and they said there's a discipline as well. As you said, it can be spiritual, it can be, as you said, being sociable as well. And I think, sometimes people still takes a misconception about martial arts. They see as something maybe aggressive or something maybe negative. It's not that.
Yeah, it's because most people's eyes are really open to martial arts because of the UFC, or any combat sports, which is just the fight side of it. But actually, I know some people that are, really tough people that, competitively have fought at the top level, and they're the most kind, warm-hearted, spiritual people that you know. But you don't see that because you only see, you know, the general public only see that side of the martial arts, you know, or maybe in a movie when you've got John Wick kicking everyone's butt, you know, it's that side, but they don't see the whole thing. But I think a lot of people now, I speak to a lot of people and in various fields of work, and a lot of people have done martial arts, you know, whether they've done it for a week or two, or they've studied it for months or years. And I think people are a bit more open to it now to understand, you know, how many boxes that it actually ticks.
It's great you are explaining that now, because, you know, I think sports overall is always good for your mental health, for you to grow up in a mindset that you can work in a group, you can achieve things, you can be disciplined. I think it's great to talk about things, because as I strongly believe as well, nowadays people, they are more open about that and more understanding as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Next question. Let's do it. Before the next one, tell me a little bit more about Birmingham Film Festival.
Okay, so we're an international film festival, and it runs in November, and we run over 10 days in November. So we have about 1,000 films submitted from around the world each year, and out of those 1,000 films, we have to whittle them down to, over the 10 days, we run, probably show about 200 films, and all of those 200 films there, they get screened on a massive cinema that we rent for the 10 days. And at the end of it, we have a big gala award. So it's red carpet, you know, dressing up, paparazzi, and we have just a great awards evening. But it's just so good on so many levels. I know that I would say that, but it's great to see. I mean, and that's the reason we put it together, really, is that we wanted to see great content. We wanted to see what people were producing. We wanted to give a platform to those young and upcoming filmmakers to be able to showcase their stuff to a wider audience. But also we wanted to get those up and coming filmmakers to be networking and in the room with similar like-minded people to collaborate, but also people that are tier or 2 tiers above, so they can be inspired by. And we're doing all that. We're ticking those boxes, as well as bringing in some higher profile industry people, which, you know, we're actually saying, you know, we're giving them a pat on the back for the work that they have done and given us. So it's so many different levels, which is just great. It's really snowballed. So this year will be the 8th year of the film festival, and we've just grown and grown and grown.
And people who would like to participate or to watch the movies, the best way is to go online. How's the way to find tickets?
So they can go via a website, birminghamfilmfestival.com. We're on all the social media. Our tag on social media is BHAM, BHAM Film Fest, just short for Birmingham Film Festival. And in November, as I say, we run over 10 days. All the screenings are totally free. So you can come along and watch films, and often that's been our sort of a struggle, really, is because people go exactly the same expression as you did, free.
Yeah.
What's the cap? Who have we got to give our credit card details to? You know, but we put it on, you know, for totally free. We got a good relationship with some education providers in the city. They come along, bring their students, and it's just totally free. So, you know, if anyone is around Birmingham, or, I mean, we get people come over from the States, from Asia. You know, normally it's because their films entered into the competition, it's screening. So, you know, if anyone wants to come along in November, as I say, it's totally free. Normally the filmmakers are there because they want to watch their film in front of a bigger audience. And we do a Q&A. So I you know, it's normally myself. I get the director and the cast and crew up on stage, and we do a bit of a Q&A with them. So it's a great event. It's an amazing event of the film calendar.
Which date's going to be in November?
So it's the 17th we start. Friday the 17th, we have a special launch party. And then, as I say, we run over 10 days, then 10 days of screening.
Wow. You know, the 17th of November is my birthday.
Right. Do you know what? I did know that because I watched one of your previous videos and you mentioned it actually, because you're a Scorpio, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
So
my two brothers, one's the 1st of November and the other one's the 13th of November.
Wow. Yeah, we are taking over the world, the Scorpio. Next question is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where that would be and why?
Oh, it would have to be Birmingham. Definitely.
You're proper Birmingham.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, recent times has put us on the map with the Peaky Blinders. So people know us of that. But yeah, no, I just love the place and the people. That's really what makes the place. And living in Europe, you can just jump on a plane, you know, anywhere really. I've just come back from the south of France. I went over to Cannes for their film festival to do a bit of research and stuff, and then hung about for the Monaco Grand Prix. So that was pretty cool. So so you know, it's a couple of hours to the south of France. You can go skiing in a couple of hours. You can go, you know, anywhere really. But yeah, Birmingham, I just love it, and it's for the history. The history is amazing as well. You know, lot of the musical influences that come out of the city. So yeah, it'd have to be Birmingham. Always Birmingham.
Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Next question is that a dream you always had?
Ooh, is there a dream I always had? Not really, no, I'm not. I can't really say that there's a dream. I think I've always had like an underlying thing of I'm going to do something with my life. I'm going to make something. So I'm still hoping that happens one day.
Amazing. Yeah, I think it's, you know, the way of thinking that things gonna come in the right time, the right way, and you just kind of, it's funny because sometimes when you organize things, it sometimes takes you a different direction and you start enjoying and you go another direction, and that's how it makes it exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, through your career in martial arts, tell me a moment or a situation that you always gonna remember. For some reason, you're always gonna have a special place in your heart.
Ooh. Again, there's too many really. I mean, I used to compete quite a bit, so you know, I've won lots of competitions and titles. But I think more rewarding that is seeing my students, you know, whether they win a national championship, which has happened on a few occasions, or whether someone that's not the most naturally gifted, but I've managed to, you know, guide them all the way to their black belt. So that's, you know, really rewarding stuff. It's probably got to be, you know, I think anyone that does any type of teaching, it's so rewarding. Just, you know, when you're seeing your students progress, really, that's the number one standout thing, really.
You're a good teacher, can see.
Passionate. I think passion makes a teacher, isn't it? You know, when I was at school, I wasn't particularly the best academically. I think it was just the wrong time for me. I feel as if I'm a lot brainier than the teachers now, you know, where I am now, because I got into, you know, sort of self-learning after school. At school, it wasn't the right time. And I think it was the teachers. I don't think I really connected with the teachers, and I think that held me back a little bit. Whereas if I'd had the right teacher, I think that would have pushed me on to that next level. So, but it's worked out all right in the end.
That's what I'm about to say. It meant to be this way. I think if you had made the teachers there to connect with, maybe right now you wouldn't be enjoying the much you are right now.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, next question is, if someone come up to you to tell your future, would you accept it or not, and why?
I think, well, that is a good question, that is. I think I would probably accept it, but I wouldn't accept it, if you know what I mean. I'd accept them, what they're saying, but I wouldn't accept where it was going because I'd like to, knowing how my brain works, I'd like to see if I could change the future. So if it was good, I'd probably stick along that path. But you know, if it was something negative, I'd try and change that. So I wouldn't really, you know, yeah. I think I'd like to know, but then I'd like to do something about it as well.
You'd like to change, you have to work hard to change that way.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's so difficult. I think, you know, I know things in my life when I've got to a certain junction and I've decided to go left instead of right. You know, who knows where you end up. You know, you might always end up in the same position, but yeah, I think I'd probably like to know, but then I'd like to see if I could change it.
Right. If the same person have gave you an envelope, yeah, with your death date inside of it, would you open it or not? You cannot change, okay? You cannot change.
Yes, for the same reason.
But you cannot change.
You cannot change it. Well, I'd like to try. I mean, I don't drink and I don't smoke, so I can't knock those on the head to you know, to try and get a few extra weeks out of me. But I'd probably just be a bit more careful crossing the road.
I can picture yourself on that date, like just like aware of everything what's happening around.
I'd wrap myself in bubble wrap and I just wouldn't get out of bed that day.
Funny. Ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Last question. Before the last question, Jim, tell me, people watch the interview right now. They would like to, you know, to get into martial arts. They would like to learn, to get, you know, involved. What would be your best piece of advice?
I think with the internet now, you can find anything like that. So I think, you know, or even just pop down to your local leisure centre. And I think it's always good. I mean, I know what I do in my schools. I offer like a free trial lesson. So, you know, a lot of people do that. So you haven't got to commit. You go along, maybe try a few different ones out and see which one suits you. Because, you know, every instructor's a little bit different. They might have a different style. But also, you know, you can just pick up a vibe from the environment and maybe, you know, the other people there. You know, if you want just to do it for the training side, but you know, people in that room have all got like noses across the face and it's like a really hardcore club, you know, that probably isn't the one for you. Alternatively, if that's what you want, that's the one for you, you know. So try it out, test it out, and yeah, try a few out and see which one resonates with you the most.
And it just came something to my mind now. Usually the adults, when they look, you know, they want to get into it, what's the biggest reason why? There's like some, the most common reasons that they want to practice?
I think it's a bit of a mix, really. I think a lot of people, as adults, they haven't really done much exercise since they left school. So there's a little bit of that. Okay. And I think coming to like a class environment, to go to the gym, which a lot of people do, that's their form of exercise. I will go to the gym. You have to be really self-motivated, and it's a bit tricky. But where I find that people, I mean, the average time people go to a gym, gyms love sign up people for a year membership because on average they only do 3 weeks. But I've got a really good retention rate, and I think that comes to being part of the club. And, you know, not only am I there to try and, you know, encourage them and develop them, but also the other people in the class themselves are trying to, like, you know, everyone's pushing everyone in the same direction. So motivating each other.
Amazing. Last question for you is, what makes you a unique person?
I think what makes me a unique person is I like to be more of a trendsetter than a follower. So, and I think one of my big attributes really is that I like to, but it can also be a downfall, is I like to prove people wrong. So, you know, if someone says to me, "Oh, you can't do that," I'm like, "Watch me." Yeah, it can be a bit dangerous at times, especially when it comes to electrical pylons or train tracks.
Wow.
I'm joking, but yeah, I'm the type of person that's like, "No, you can't do that," and I'll go out and do, you know, just to prove them wrong. So, yeah, there's a little bit of that in me. Yeah.
I can see your closest friends watch the interview, and after they're gonna call you, Dim, I cannot do that.
Don't dare me to do anything, because I'll just do it.
Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay. So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like. Don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much, and enjoy the word association game. Okay. Let's start with money.
Opportunities.
Family.
Warmth.
Love.
Family.
Life.
Excitement.
Sex.
Excitement.
I knew you'd say that for some reason. Politics.
Grey.
Religion.
Beige.
Fear.
Strength.
Friendship.
Necessary.
Regret.
None.
Desire.
Passion.
Success.
Strive.
Wish. Oh, that's taking time for you. What's the word?
Yeah, you got me on that one. All the cogs. Optimism.
Okay. Happiness.
Life.
One word for England.
Joyful.
One word for Birmingham.
I'm trying to get it in one word. Beauty.
Okay. One word for Birmingham Movie Festival. One word.
Opportunities.
And the last one now, martial arts. One word.
Discipline.
Let's pretend I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, what is the most beautiful thing about Dim, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your best friend would say?
I think the thing that I would say about me is that you know, I put myself out on there for people, and definitely the thing that they would say I need to work on is my sense of humor. I think I'm the funniest guy in the world, but I'm sure that some people around me have just like probably heard one or two many puns or jokes, I think.
Interesting. Let's play now, Dim, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Right, you can ask me a question now.
Okay. If you were on a desert island, what 3 things would you take with you?
Okay, 3 things. Okay, actually, I was in Spain. I just came back yesterday, and there was a lot of dunes around. So I was walking a lot through the beach, and I was kind of lost in my thoughts. Right, first thing, I'll take a book. I think a book with me would be something that I would love to have by my side. Right, I think it's crazy, but I'll take my phone as well, because then I can organize everything about the magic box. So PC needs to be on my phone. I cannot be without. The third thing, actually, what could I say? Something different I'll take with me. Wow, you got me now. You got me now, DM.
Got my own back on you.
Right. Something that I'll take with me. I cannot take. Wow, a stranger. I'll take a stranger with me. Somebody strange, a stranger that I never met before. Wow, I love my answer now. Okay, I love a stranger because it would be a good opportunity for me to connect with someone who I never met before, who I never had any knowledge about it. And actually, I would love that. I think through this, journey there, would become best friends or become a lover. You never know. It would become something interesting out of it. I love that.
Yeah.
A book, my phone with me to keep me, on the magic box. And the third one, a stranger, any stranger, anyone who come along with me for this journey.
That's good. Good answer. Good answer. I thought your third one would be your charger, though, so you could charge your phone up.
I thought about those things as well. I thought, oh, I need to take something, but I said no. I need to take something.
Better answer.
I would think about a bottle of water or something, but I'm sure I would find a way to drink water. So I said, okay, let me take a stranger. I like that. Absolutely. Did you like the interview, Jim?
Yes, I did. Yeah, and you've confirmed it. You with a stranger, you can make friends. So thank you for
that. There we go. You see, I got goosebumps now with this little phrase you said. It's so true. You know what I mean? Connect with people, being open-minded, being approachable. You have no idea how far can you take, and you can be meeting your best friend, as I said, your best friend, someone you're gonna share life with. You never know. So let's be approachable and open-minded, and life takes you in a good direction.
Yeah, I love what you're doing on your, on this whole, interview thing that you're doing. So keep up the good work. And I can see that it's very, from the smile on your face, but also your whole demeanour. It's quite rewarding, isn't it, just to speak to random people. And so keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time as well. I think taking the time, nowadays we are so busy with our own lives. And sometimes when you take, I feel grateful for people to take their time as well, because somehow they are, taking their time to share a dream with me. So I think it's amazing. Before you go, if you can share a positive message, anything that you live by.
Make others smile, because that will make you smile.
Absolutely. Smile brings peace. It's a start of peace. I heard that once. Thanks so much. Regards to your boys and your family, and you keep in touch, okay?
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye. See you next time.